Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Farsha Hani and I'm here to present our business Muscle Bite. So our motto is Feel the Fire, Feed the Fight. We aim to provide a healthy, high protein meals and snacks for people who wanted to stay active and strong. So our business focus on making nutritious food that support a healthy lifestyle. Whether you're hitting the gym or just trying to eat better, our products are made to give you the energy you need. To get started, we raised money through initial public offering. We issued 500,000 ordinary shares and 300,000 preference shares, all at RM1 each. This gives us capital we need to run our business, to invest in product and grow our business. So our outlet is on the second floor of Ion Mall in Bandaraya Melaka. We chose this spot because it has a lot of customer and we open 12 hours per day. And our factory is in Aikero Industrial Estate, just around 9.77 kilometers from the outlet. It is a strategic place with good workers, lower rent, and we can produce and deliver the product efficiently. And here's our team: Putri Nur Alisha, our managing director who leads the company; Nur Iman, our finance director that take care of the money; and me myself as marketing director who handles branding and promotion; and lastly Haras Daniel, our operation director that keeps everything running smoothly.
Hi, my name is Nur Iman and today I will walk you through the details of our two products, which is protein bars, including their features, pricing, production costs and sales forecast. Let's dive into it. Let's start with Choco Bar. Our estimated selling price is RM5. Our product features is we've wrapped a layer of dark chocolate around the bar to add a delightful crunch. The main ingredient in this bar chocolate is chocolate, which is known to boost brain function and improve our mood. For our sales projection, for the first quarter of 2026, we are aiming to sell 10,000 units, and in quarter 2, this will increase to 15,000 units. For our closing inventory, we expect to have 25 units in quarter 4 2025 and dropping to 18 units by quarter 1 2026 and then down to 10 units by quarter 2. Now, let's talk about our oat milk bar, a healthier and lighter alternative. Our estimated selling price is RM7. For sales projection for oat milk bar, we forecast about 16,000 units in quarter 1 2026 and 20,000 units in quarter 2. Now, let's take a look at the raw materials we will be using to produce both products. For Choco Bar, we will use ingredients like coconut flour and peanut butter. For coconut flour, the material breakdown is RM25 for 900 grams with 27 required per unit, which costs us about 75 cents per bar. For peanut butter, we are expecting to buy it for RM22 for 380 gram with 20 gram required per unit, which costs us about RM1.58 per bar. Now, let's talk about material breakdown for oat milk bar. The key ingredients are oats and almond butter. For oats, we are going to buy the material for RM10 for 800 grams with 28 grams required per unit, which costs us about 35 cents per bar. For almond butter, we are going to buy it for RM20 for 200 gram with 10 gram required per unit, which costs us about RM1 per bar. Next, let's discuss about our labor costs. For the Choco Bar, we will need 2 workers, which is Zain, we are paying him for RM10 per hour, requiring 0.06 hours per unit. For Bella, we are going to pay her about RM8 per hour and also requiring 0.06 hour per unit. For the oat milk bar, we have Malik, we pay him for RM10 per hour and him to make our product for 0.05 hours per unit. For Sophia, we are paying her for about RM8 per hour and also requiring 0.05 hours per unit. These labor costs are vital to ensuring that our production runs smoothly and efficiently. Now, let's take a look at our overhead costs. These are fixed costs that we need to account for as a part of our production. For our premise rent, we rent about 15,000 ringgit for each quarter, and utilities, we pay about 7,500 ringgit for each quarter, and supervisory salaries for 9,000 ringgit for each quarter. We also have selling and administration costs that support the marketing and distribution of our products. So that's all from our production overhead costs and for our production descriptions. So let's take a look at next part.
My name is Patrina Alicia and I will be presenting about task 3, the operation budget. So we will start off with the sales budget first, flavors of protein bars. And for quarter 1, we had an expected sales of 10,000 and 16,000. And for the total of the total sales value is 162,000 for the first quarter. And for the second quarter, we had 215,000 as our budget. So this is just based on our expected sales. And the next will be the production budget. So for the first quarter, for the total production of both products, which the choco bar and oat milk bar, is 25,988 units for both of them. This is by having our expected sales in units, adding with the closing stocks, and also by subtracting from our opening stocks. And for quarter 2, with the same formula, we have a total production of 34,984 units of protein bars. Next would be the direct material purchase budget. So for the choco bar, we have 2 ingredients, which is coconut flour and peanut butter. And for the oat milk bar is oats and almond butter. So for this will be our direct material usage budget for the first quarter. So we have the required units to make in order to make our products first. So for the total in the first quarter for coconut flour will be 270, and then peanut butter is 200, 448 for oats, and 160 for almond butter. And for quarter 2, the same concept, we have now it's based on the difference between the formula is it's the same formula, just that our production required is different. It's based on the sales unit. And for coconut flour, we have 405, and peanut butter is 300, oats is 560, and then almond butter is 200. Now will be the direct material purchase budget. Based on the calculations from before, the total materials needed to be purchased is for coconut flour in the first quarter is 69 ringgit and 23 cents. Peanut butter is 111 ringgit and 96 cents. Oats will be 36 ringgit and 84 cents, and almond butter will be 37 ringgit and 95 cents. And adding our closing stock and lessening our opening stock, and also by multiplying our cost per unit that we talked about and we presented about in task 2. And now for the second quarter, it is 79 ringgit and 34 cents, and then 113 ringgit and 51 cents. The oats will be 48 ringgit and 92 cents, and almond butter is 44 ringgit and 92 cents with the same formula from quarter 1. And now it is the direct labor cost. So for the direct labor cost budget in quarter 1 will be the total cost will be 10,000, and for the oat milk bar is 14,400, and for quarter 2 it is 16,200 for the choco bar, and it is 18,000 for the oat milk bar. And Haras will be presenting the next budget. Thank you.
Let's move on to factory overhead budget. For quarter 1, the total fixed production overhead is 24,000 ringgit. Meanwhile, for variable production overhead, it is 8,700, which costs the both of them is 32,700. For quarter 2, it is still the same. For the fixed production overhead, which is 24,000 ringgit. Meanwhile, for the variable production overhead, it is 9,000, which costs the both of them is 33,000. Let's move on to selling administrative overhead budget. In quarter 1, the total variable cost is 4,700, and the total fixed cost is 36,000, which costs both of them for 41,700. Meanwhile, in quarter 2, we received the total variable cost of 7,000, and the total fixed cost is still the same, which is 36,000, and cost both of them for 43,000. Last but not least, I'm going to talk about statement of comprehensive income for quarter 1 and quarter 2. We received the total sales of 377,000 ringgit, and after we minus it with cost of goods sold, we received gross profit of 251,191 and 92 cents. And after we minus it again with operating expenses, we receive the total of net profit with 166,491 and 92 cents.